Okay, so good morning. Welcome to the English Avyakt Murli Reading Club. So, nevertheless, we are around six together, so let's start. As all of you know, what do we do in these Manthan series is we keep churning on whatever Murlis you all have done in the past week. So, I'm sure all of you are aware you all have been given this homework 15 December 2009 and 31st December 2009, the New Year Murli. So I have been asked to facilitate. I won't be reading the Murli. I will just be helping you to speak about the points. And I think you all can start. Anyone can start. So let me just, before you all begin, one thing I feel every Avyakt Murli which Baba speaks is all about n number of values. So that's what Rakhi Ben and me were discussing, that the 15 December Murli has a lot of values in it. Even if someone just reads the title, the values come out in that, and even the 31st December as well. So rather than me telling you all which value is there, so can I just request or ask any one of you to tell us in the 15 December what values Baba is speaking about, and then we'll go in the depth of that value.
It is about faith.
Right, faith, Nishchay in Hindi. Right. Anything else in that same Murli? What does faith lead to? Amy Bain also only. Faith leads to what? Another value.
Success.
Carefree.
Success, correct. Carefreeness. According to Baba in Hindi, Nishchay Buddhi dash.
Vijayanti.
I hope I'm not sounding like a teacher here.
No, brother.
That's fine. Okay, so it's better to know because in Hindi, it's a Sanskrit word actually, Nishchay Buddhi Vijayanti, and it comes in the Gita. So you have victory or success. Let's not go in the details of what is victory and what is success, what is the difference between the two. But I'm sure overall you grossly understand what is victory and success. And what is the 31st December Murli saying? Which values? Anyone? You can read it now also if it is there in front of you. Because I don't know what you are doing in the background because you're all off videos. Yes, quite a few Murlis, quite a few values on the 31st December Murli. No one?
It's about love.
Okay, good. So Baba is saying love, you have passed 100%, which is there in both actually, 15 December and 31st. And anything else on the New Year's Eve? Baba is saying the golden gift which you have to give the world, the message. How do you give the message to someone? With two things. A lot of dash and dash. Zeal and complete the sentence. Yes, Seema. Enthusiasm, yes. So we say Umang and Utsa. Because very beautifully Baba mentioned what are the two opposites of zeal and enthusiasm. If you don't have that, you have the other two vices. Fear and worry. Chinta and dar. If you have those two, you don't have zeal and enthusiasm. So here you go. So let's start 15 December. So anyone wants to speak about the main four aspects of faith? The entire Murli is all about that, 15 December. So anyone can start.
Om Shanti.
Yeah.
It talks about for the four faiths, that is faith in oneself, faith in Baba, faith in Rama, and it talks a lot actually about faith in family and how we should be cooperative together, and instead of being judgmental, we should have that elevated vision for everyone. So that was a very big takeaway point for me, the 15th of December.
Okay, thank you. So Apurva sister has already covered that, and it makes me remind here that there's one more value which Baba says if that value is there, it's very easy to develop faith. So it starts with the word K. Anyone? It's there in the title. It's
Knowledge.
knowledge, yes. So as Apurva Behan rightly said, Baba is actually the master teacher. Not master, sorry, he's the teacher. We are master teachers, sorry. So he knows, he understands the pulse of every child. And you know, we falter in faith, particularly in the family. Why? Because we see so many different sanskars of each and every one of us. And then it sometimes becomes difficult to gel well with each other. Because I believe in something, someone else believes in something. Everyone's perspective is so different. No one is really right or wrong. So to really get into a sangathan in a gathering and try to gel well with harmony is really needs a lot of many other values as well. It needs lot of understanding, lot of patience, and more important is knowledge. So let us take each one in detail. Which is the most easiest faith to develop? Self, Baba, drama? Because the last one is a bit difficult, the family one.
Faith in Baba.
It's easiest to develop faith in Baba.
Yes.
And do you feel it's easier to develop rather than even the self?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, that's the one. Yes.
actually the self first.
So you want to elucidate or try to elaborate why is it like that? Why it's easier to develop faith in Baba than the self? Anyone? Because we feel that he is the almighty authority, and we really feel, oh, I am not the almighty authority, or when I say I'm master almighty authority, then that we feel Baba is just everything. He's so full of everything, and we are just an embodiment of everything. Maybe that is one reason. There could be a few others as well. Since you all are not answering, I'm just pitching in. And the third one, which is there, this reminds me of Dadi Janki, the faith in drama. So, anyone wants to speak about that faith, and then I'll share the story of Dadi Janki on that. How to develop faith in drama.
Actually, drama means past karmic accounts as well as law of attraction. So both of it goes hand in hand together simultaneously. And they say about drama is kalyankari. Whatever happened is also good. Whatever is happening is good, and whatever will happen will even be better. That's what I've understood from drama.
Right, so it's correct. So, Dadi Janki used to say that make drama your best friend. I think the word itself tells you why she said that. Like, whatever happens in life, we need to accept it. That is the value actually which will tell me that yes, is my faith in drama working or not? Because even, and how will I know I'm accepting things? From the outside, people won't be able to know whether you're accepting whatever is happening in your life. So what is the one sign which is mentioned in the title in the Murli, which will tell you that yes, you are having complete faith in the drama? It is, how do you lead a life after becoming a Brahmin? Whatever happens, you see it as what? Dash dash. See it from a distance and DO.
Detached.
Yes,
Detached
detached
observer.
observer. Yes. So this is a very important thing which we have to do, detached observer. So Dadi Janki was always like that. Like whatever happens, or on the contrary, she used to say drama is my best friend because it is always there for me. By which I mean, whatever is happening in my life, it is supposed to happen like that only. So I might as well accept and move on. And for that, the easiest method is to detach yourself from any situation. And in a detached state, when you observe, then it becomes very easy. And here it reminds me of lot of stories which Sister Gopi has shared about Dadi Janki. And I really find that it's very helpful that how can we not get disturbed if something disturbing is happening in our life? So the only one aspect is how to practice being a detached observer is when you can remove from that I and mine, मैं और मेरा. So when something is happening untoward, if I say, oh, ये मेरे साथ हुआ, then second is, why did this happen to me? All the questions will start, why, what, when, etc. So a very easy technique is if you can remove this I and mine from anything. Like for example, accident hua. Oh, why it was me who was so unfortunate. Accident happened. So that if why me comes and why mine, then it all starts a big train of waste thoughts. You know that very well. So if we can just detach from this I and mine, then whatever is happening in life, it will be very easy to just detach and see that. So this is one method. Then anything else which Baba says about the family, that what happens in family, particularly in the now in the BK family, the Alokik family, we'll start liking the company of like-minded people. That is, like we are in a group now, 12 of us. You like to mingle more with Alokik people, Brahmins, not more with Lokik. Any reason why?
Because they also know knowledge. So like-minded people, we like to be with like-minded people.
Okay, fine. So one is the point of knowledge. Any other thing? It's related. The answer is related to having the births which we take. How many births do we take? I would request other people also to answer. Yeah, Rakhi Ben.
84 births.
84 births, yes. So if I cut minus 21, the remaining 63 births, you are having more with Brahmins rather than with your Lokik family. So remember, if you are having 63 births with someone, you have really spent a lot of time with those people. So therefore you will be having more karmic accounts with each other. And since you are spending more time with each other, the entire half kalpa, which means from the copper age till the end of Kali Yuga. So what happens when you are spending more time with those souls? Their traits, personality traits, swabhav, sanskar also all comes into play. And obviously there will be dishum there only. And therefore what does Baba say for the sanskars? Again another value which Baba speaks about. Yes?
Sanskar Milan is what he says, and being accommodating and accepting. It is not in this Murli, but a couple of Murlis Baba has spoken about sanskaro ke ras mein khelo.
Yes.
So bring it together. Ras, how I see this is understand the ras and then bring it together.
Right. So in this Murli, Baba says it, the word is harmony. It's there in one of the lines. In the family, you have to harmonize your sanskars with each other, and that is what Rakhi Bhen is saying. Ras karna means harmony. Your steps, while we do the Garba Ras, we need to make sure that our steps are in sync. Like when it is like that, the other ones also should be like that. Because if it is not like that and like that, you know what I'm saying, this and that, then you tend to hit them with that garba stick, and then that's not a good show. It will be chaos rather than having harmony. And Baba says for having harmony in sanskars with each other, you need to have what sort of feelings? Feelings of benevolence. That is, you can say Shubh Bhavna and Shubh Kamna. That yes, whatever is happening in the BK family, whatever sanskars are there, I have to bear with them, and I just have to create good thoughts of what you call good wishes and pure feelings for each other. So feelings of benevolence, Kalyan ki bhavna. So at this point of time, it reminds me of which Dadi? Which Dadi has? Yes. So what did she say about harmony?
हार मानना, अपनी हार मान लो. अगर and if you want to accommodate with people, झुक जाओ, हार मान लो.
And do you all know today is a very special day. It reminds you of whom? Mother's Day. Yes, so do you feel a mother is so accommodating and itna har manti hai mother that she's just head over heels for the child, right? Everything she's doing without even expecting anything in return. Yes, so beautiful word. So Dadi Prakashmani was an embodiment of harmony. Do you see the yagya, the Brahmin establishment, what we call the yagya? It went from leaps to bounds. Like it was really in 1969 when Brahma Baba became Avyakt. It was just, they say, a few hundred centers, 100 to 150 centers, and only in India. But from 1969 till 2007, till the time Dadi became Avyakt, can you see how the growth of the establishment has happened? It is only because of, I think I must again say, Dadi Prakashmani's very three basic qualities which she has mentioned in her slogan. You know, all the Dadis have one slogan. So what are the three things or three slogans on which Dadi Prakashmani led a life closely related to harmony?
Nimit, Nirman, Nirmal Vani.
Yes, so Nimit, Nirman Chit and Nirmal Vani. So Nimit is always being an instrument. Like she used to sit in a meeting with brothers and sisters, she used to ask them, what do you feel, brothers and sisters, on this particular thing? What should we do? She never said I actually. You know, she always used to speak as if she's a third person. She used to say, Dadi aisa kehti hai. She never used to say I am saying. So she was even so much detached from that role which she was playing. She was absolutely not role conscious at all, but she was always soul conscious. So Nimit being an instrument, again in the today's in 15th Murli of 15 December, there are two words which Baba speaks, saying that if you have these two words, it becomes easy to practice harmony. Karan Karavan Har Ki Smriti, the remembrance of, again easier, same as instrument. That it's not I am doing it. It is someone else is getting it done through me. So that's Nimit, instrument. Second is Nirman Chit, which means being very humble, full of humility, goes very closely in hand with harmony. And the last one, a bit difficult sometimes, Nirmal Vani, which means, actually the word Nirmal in Hindi means without mail, bina mail ke. A very pure consciousness, a very pure. So, or you can say sweet voice. Nirmal voice also sweet voice, but it's more of the voice when you speak. It's absolutely no trace of vice in that. So this was the secret of Dadi Prakashmani, whereby the centers increased not only in India but also abroad. The seva started. So it was really all about Dadi. Then as we read the Murli further, Baba says many things about self. Swa. So let us just try to cover these swa. Anything in all the, so from today's Murli and other Murlis also in the past which you have read, what are the things you can say in English as well? We'll start with in Hindi. It's easier to remember. So what swa you should keep remembering. So I want the others also to answer. Rakhi Behen, Madhu Behen, bolo.
Swaparivartan, Swachintan.
Swa Parivartan, Swa Chintan. Okay, yes. Quickly others from today's Murli. It's not wrong. I'm speaking about today's Murli.
Swarajya Adhikari, self-sovereign.
Swarajya Adhikari, and you said something else, Rakhi Ben.
Self-sovereign.
Okay, you're just translating that
Translating
self-sovereignty.
English,
Yes, yeah. So
Swasthiti.
it is, yes,
Swasthiti.
Swasthiti, right? Sorry, Redmi, what's your name?
Narsimhulu.
Sorry?
Narsimhulu.
Narsing.
Narsimhulu.
Narsim Bhai, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so, right. So the today's Murli is about how will you develop faith, right? So the first thing Baba says is, as Rakhi Ben mentioned, it is about self-sovereignty. A very beautiful, very hi-fi word, that Swarajya. How do I play my role that I have a sovereignty over self? And in that Baba said a very simple thing is Swaman. That is self-respect. What is the points of self-respect which I should be telling myself? so that I can develop self-sovereignty. Many points. Anyone?
First of all, Master Almighty Authority.
So in short, it is all your list of swamans we call list of self-respect. So it started with being a Master Almighty Authority. Fine. Anything else? Any other swamans which you can remember? There are many swamans which Baba speaks about daily.
I'm a pure soul, I'm a loveful soul.
Determined soul, courageous
Fantastic.
soul.
Determined, courageous. I would request others also to speak so you can see all these are virtues coming out. So it's Baba says, what are the treasures which you have? Yes, three main treasures. Khazane.
Gyan, Gun,
Jnana,
Shakti.
Guna and Shaktiyan. So knowledge, virtues and power. So you have told me a few. So purity, courage, determination, almighty authority. Anything else to develop self-sovereignty? Knowledge is important, as we said, Gyan. Any powers?
Fearless soul.
Yes, fearless is also value. So in short, we just it's the entire package. We just can't dissect and say we need this, we don't need that. So the entire package of all virtues and powers, and also the knowledge, very important, which we said Gyan, Guna and Shaktiyan. And the moment we situate ourselves in that self-respect, that is Swaman, then automatically what other Swa you are reminded of? You are reminded of Swadesh, which means I am from which place? I am the soul coming from the soul world. What else? You start getting situated, as one of the brothers said, I think it was one of you shared, Swasthiti, and then your Swabhav gets affected. So if you know that you are from the Paramdham, Swadesh, what happens to your Swasthiti? Your Swasthiti means your stage. It starts becoming elevated, and automatically there is improvement in your Swabhav and Sanskar, which is, what is Swabhav? The nature. Then I don't have to say, oh, I am like that, because sometimes we very casually say, मेरी nature ही ऐसी है, मुझे चिड़चिड़ापन आता है, क्रोध आता है, so that, oh, I am like that. So this is all Ravan's traits actually, getting irritated, frustrated, or even anger. The big Swarup, the biggest form of all these smaller ones, irritation and all that, is anger. So then those devilish qualities don't come, because Baba in both the Murlis told that what do children do? They play a lot of games. And who comes and tells Baba that these people are invoking me?
Maya.
Maya, right? So, and in both the Murlis, Baba mentioned, and not only you all invoke Maya, but you all even, what next you all do? There's a song, Darling, open the door, yeah.
You give her a cup of coffee too.
Yeah, so coffee, tea, even snacks, whatever. And then, so you open the door, not, how do you open the door of Maya? By asking what? I mean, when I say by asking what, the answer is that only. So all that big, yeah,
By
questions.
not following.
Q.
Yeah, so it's a big,
I say.
yeah, fine. So all of you all are answering that. So the answer you all know. It's all the big queue of all these questions. Why me? Why did this happen to me? We discussed that before also. So Baba, Maya tells Baba that, see, I am always wanting to go, but your children are not leaving me. So therefore Maya sometimes, Baba says that, right from the time we wake up, Maya is there. What is Maya actually? It's our own weaknesses, kami kamzori. So how do we invoke Maya right from the beginning of the day?
As we keep alarms and we feel no, we will have 2 minutes or laziness. That's
Fantastic
2
answer.
minutes.
Yes, so that's the one. So here Baba says that Maya masi बैठी है. Masi means a maternal aunt, right? Why Baba says Masi? Because Masi is very caring. And as Sukumaran Bhai said, your alarm goes at say 3:45, 4 a.m., whatever you do. I mean, whatever you apply that. So you just the alarm you have got up. So who has woken you up? The alarm has woken you up, no doubt. But forget the alarm. Even if you don't put the alarm, your biological clock now has been set to Amrit Vela time, right? And when you wake up,
Yes.
so what do you feel? Who wakes you up in the morning? Baba says. Did you say something, Madhu Ben or Bhai? I didn't hear it. Yeah.
Baba wakes us.
Yes, correct. Very true. So Baba wakes us up. So it is Baba. You know, Baba says, "मैं खटिया हिलाता हूँ." You know, it's a Hindi. That doesn't really mean that your khatiya is moving or your bed is rocking. But what does it mean? That Baba wants you to get rid of the bed. But then Maya Masi is very nicely behind there with her big, maybe whatever, caressing arms and caressing touch. What does she start? What thoughts do you get, Harpreet sister? Not you, but Maya's thoughts. As Sukumaran Bhai said, thoughts of laziness. So what are those thoughts you get?
The first thought is, okay, it's 3:45. Let me sleep for another 10 minutes. I'll get up at 4 o'clock.
And then what time do you wake up? After that, what happens?
5:30, 6 o'clock.
5:36. Okay, I have this experience, Radha. I get up at dot 4:45. Like, and that's typically that time when suddenly you wake up and you really feel what? You feel so guilty. Oh God, one more day has gone, whereby I have missed my Amrit Vela. So it's all this Maya Masi, and the thoughts which come is, oh, you get, oh, it's okay, sleep. Why? Because you have slept late. What are the other things? What are the other thoughts we get? So anyway, I'll not go in the big vistar or the big expanse of that. So all whatever thoughts, it's all waste thoughts coming. And this is the way we have invoked Maya right from the beginning of the day. And there you are. And then Maya is, how will Maya leave you then? How will the weakness leave me? It will just be there. So remember, I think today's Sunday's Murli, I haven't read it. It is of 31st December 1990. 1990 Murlis are being revised. It's all about tapasya. And I think tapasya, there are many, it's an expanse of what tapasya is. But tapasya is something to do with determination, dridta. So anywhere, if I want to achieve something in life, we say determination is the key to success, right? So same thing, if I need to do tapasya, it is dridta sampan abhyas. Again said by Baba in a few murlis. So my life now, I have to realize my life now is not what do you call sadharan. It's not a very ordinary life. Yeah, go ahead, read me, brother Narsim Bhai. Yeah, yeah, you were saying something. Please go ahead.
It's not ordinary life. It is
Yes,
precious. You
it's
should.
very precious, and we are extraordinary children of Baba.
Mm.
And our life, every in life, what is life at a very smaller level? If you zoom in, every second, every thought, every second, and every breath, samay, shwas, sankalp, all this is very, very valuable, precious, as all of you are saying. So we really can't afford to waste time, and we have really got very little time. So we have to make sure that we use it very worthwhile. So when we start developing faith, you get victory and success. Anything else? The three words again start with na na na, which Baba says the byproduct of faith. If you have,
Nirakari, Nirahankari, Nirvikari.
okay, you're trying to take us there in Avyakt Baba's, when Baba became Avyakt, Brahma Baba's slogan. So Nirakari, Nirvikari, Nirahankari. But this is something different from that. Nishchay in Hindi.
Nirman. Sorry. Please,
Okay,
please carry.
yeah, that's fine. So we've actually covered Nirman. So
Nishchay, Nishchita, Nischinta.
yeah, there you are, there you are. So it's about these three things. So you know, let us start. The first thing is nasha. जितना नशा होता है उतना निश्चय होता है. So as much intoxication I have, that much faith I have in Baba. And if I have faith, the byproduct is these two things. Nishchit Nishchint and Nishana. Three things actually. So Nishana means my aim and object in life is clear then. Yes, I have to do this. Nishchit is everything is fixed then. In drama, I know, yes, it is going to happen and I will be victorious. Who else will be victorious other than me? Me. So that is Nishchit. And third is Nishchint, which is you will be carefree, worry free. You'll have covered that before. So I think this today's Murli about Nishchay really took us into a lot of other values. So we have really got less time. Can we move on to the second Murli? Or before going to that, Baba, in these Murlis of 2009, in the end, as the Murli ends, before Baba addresses the new children always who come and meet Baba, Baba tells us about various abhyas. Abhyas means how to do the study. So do you know what Baba said in the Murli of 15 December? What do you practice to develop?
Consciousness.
Yeah, so thanks. That's a nice answer, soul consciousness. But how do you practice, particularly in this Murli?
Niragari and Farishta said,
Yeah,
five,
right. Yeah,
12 times. 24 Baba told,
yeah.
then come to 12 times, 10 minutes comes to 5 minutes at least. Baba requested children. That's, I feel so.
Correct. So Baba says that these two, we have those five forms, but Baba spoke about two forms here. Nirakari, which is the incorporeal form, and second is Farishta, which is the angelic form. And Baba says 24 times. Now, we have 24 hours in a day, so 24 times, which means 1 hour, particularly once every hour, but obviously 6, 7, 8 hours we are sleeping. So Baba is expecting us to do at least say every half hourly, or say forget that. Baba then said, okay, 24 times nahi hota hai, you can come to 10 times in a day. And then Baba says 10 times karo, and then each time you do 10 minutes at least. And then Baba was very nicely giving the calculation. If 10 nahi hota hai, 9 karo. 9 nahi to 8, 8 nahi to 7, nahi to 6. Then Baba said at least 5 minutes to karna hai, because below 5 minutes effect nahi hoga. So Baba is saying that this practice, it's a very important thing. Uh, there's a saying in English that you are as you think, or whatever is your thoughts, you become. So why is Baba wanting us to do this again and again, and at least for at one time 5 minutes? Because you're trying to change your thought process. So again and again, if I practice being coming from the soul conscious world, being incorporeal and also being angelic, then my practice will help me become that. My practice will make me become perfect. So Baba said this, that please do this properly. And then in the end, in the Murli of 31st December also, Baba was again trying to pinpoint of this 10 minutes in one awareness. Swasthiti, trying to get fixed in only one awareness. And if you start doing there also, if you remember when we say one, ek, again beautiful Hindi words. If someone wants to say ek kya,
Eknami.
economy you said, right? Ek nami.
Eknami.
Okay, so Baba, everything is Baba. Ek nami is about naam, means Baba ka naam everywhere. What else Baba says? If you want to develop uh, this value in you of being only Baba, one and none, one, no one else.
एकांत में रहना.
Ekant, yes. Anything else along with Ekant?
Ekagrata.
Ekagrata. And anything else? Ekvrata. Only Baba and no one else. Yes. Anything else you all were saying?
एकमत.
Ekmat. Yes. So beautiful words. You see, that's the reason you all should be reading Hindi Murlis. Let me know by raising your virtual hands how many also read Hindi Murlis. Okay, good. A few. Okay, great. It has become 5 now. You read Hindi Murlis because these words are really amazing and they are all rhyming. They all start with ek. So as we'll cover, ekta. You have to be united, unity. Ekmat also goes in favor of that. Beautiful word is, yes, Madhuben.
Ekrasisthiti.
Yeah, fantastic. Ek ras and ekant.
Economy.
Yes, Rakhi Ben.
Economy.
So economy and economy. Yeah, so that's fine. So ekra sthiti is a very stable stage. Today also Baba spoke about stability. If you are detached, you can be stable, and if you are stable, which means Maya has no chance to come, because Maya usually tries to disturb whom? The one who is already disturbed. Because it is easy to disturb someone who's already disturbed. Someone who's already stable is a bit difficult. Then solitude, practicing solitude is ekant. And remember, this ekant is not a beautiful meaning which Baba says related in Hindi is ek ke ant mein jana, which means just remembrance, powerful remembrance, and you are so engrossed and lost in the remembrance of Baba. Then ek ras, you all said, ekant priya, we said. So now you start liking your own company, because this is the difference between loneliness and solitude. Anyone wants to speak about these two? Do you like being with yourself now, or you feel afraid of being lonely?
I love it. Solitude. And loneliness is, of course, you want to, talk to somebody, some people around you. You want to be with people.
Right. So therefore we don't use the word loneliness. We say solitude, solitary. I like my company. Yes, Ramesh, Sister Ramesh wants to say something. Sandhya Ben, yeah.
I say the same thing as you said. Actually, when you're sitting alone and somebody comes, finds you that you're alone, and he says, "I just gave you company because you're sitting alone," then we say, "No, I'm not alone. I'm to myself." Like now, after you entered, I'm feeling lonely. Otherwise, I was onto myself, right, with Baba.
Okay, interesting. So you make the person feel very uncomfortable by saying that, but that's fine if it's just one of your very close relative. Yeah. So to be very careful and not make them feel. Yeah, Harpreet sister, go ahead.
Yeah, Om Shanti, brother. So for me, I've realized I'm very happy alone, and I'm also very happy in company. I've realized that I actually enjoy both. And if I get the company, I think it's Baba's wishes to discuss, to share, even if we are not talking, to just be together as a team. And if I'm alone, I'm equally happy. So I'm very happy that I don't have to worry about this situation of being alone or being together. Om Shanti.
Okay, great. Thank you for sharing. Finally, you shared something good. Yeah, so this is one change which I feel as Brahmins now. We like our own company, and this is also a sign that our karmic accounts have started getting annihilated, which means they have started dissolving. Because usually, if you are at home and you are not feeling comfortable just by sitting yourself in solitude, that means you want to speak to someone, you want someone's company, which means you still have a few karmic accounts left. So this is one more sign. When you start liking your silence, your own company, you being just doing your own work, it doesn't mean you're cut off from the world, but you're enjoying your company. You're not feeling, oh my god, I'm alone, I need to do something. No. So that shows your karmic accounts have really started waning off. Anything else from, we'll just cover quickly, I think, Rakhi Ben, we have 5 more minutes till 6:15. We'll cover and then go in meditation. So if anyone wants to speak about 31st December 2009, that Murli. I hope you all are reading Murlis, particularly for these sessions. Yeah.
Today, two main words, beautiful words Baba has used, not and dot. Not Maya is not allowed. So put dot. That is also that two words beautifully
Yes.
Baba has used. And very beautiful Murli today.
You are speaking about the 31st December, right?
Ji.
Yeah, correct. So not and dot, and again two beautiful English words actually, not and dot. And also, if I English is another very twisted language. Not is not, which sister is saying, and dot. Another not is also important. If you can apply a dot, full stop apply kar sakte ho easily, and if you can not invoke Maya, not, not, then another not doesn't happen. What is that? KNOT. Any idea what is KNOT?
The knot of bondage.
Yes, very true. So all your bondages start getting broken. So your knots in, we say no बहुत बंधन है, and so बंधन के knots, bondage के knots. Knots means in Hindi KNOT, I don't know the exact word. धागे में
Gache.
गांठ है, yes, that's the word. Yeah, गांठ. So that गांठ starts getting सुलझती है, which means it gets unknotted, or which means all your knots start getting opened up. You know, this example can be if you're wearing those old timer pajamas where you know what I'm saying, you when try to tie those, the knots sometimes it gets stuck, and then what do you do? Practical example, you want to remove the knot, what do you do? Yeah.
We have to protect that.
Yes, there's no other choice because that knot really becomes so tight, you just have to cut it. So that's what Baba is teaching us, that you sometimes your karmic accounts are so tight with each other, you just can't release them. So just what do? Just cut it. In the sense, when I say cut, it means cut from those knots and just connect with Baba. Baba is sitting there to remove all that. So as easy as that. Anything else from that Murli? I think it reminds me what Baba said about various treasures always. So treasures, khazane kaho, praptiyan kaho, attainments, it's always virtues and powers. And I'm sure by now you have realized that all the Avyakt Murlis in relation to or in comparison to the Sakar Murlis are full of virtues. So as we discussed, people who came a bit late, that the first Murli of 15 December was all about faith and knowledge, and faith leading to victory. And any other thing which was there in 31st December, zeal, enthusiasm. Let us in the next 2 minutes cover about zeal, enthusiasm. How do we develop zeal? Yeah?
Regular students and Verth and Verth Sankalp and Verth so Samay. That also included in that 31st December.
Yeah, just repeat what did you say? Samay, and before that I didn't understand.
Regular students. Regular
Regular
students. What is the,
students.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Regularity, yes. I think there were two words which Baba mentioned, accurate and active. I think it was that and regularity. So Baba uses this active hona chahiye, alert hona chahiye, and active, alert, and accurate. These three things Baba says. Yes, someone else was saying something. Bhavna Ben or someone was saying. You're unmuted. Okay, so you all can just quickly, all of you now, this is a rapid fire in next 1 minute, or you can type, or you all can just speak up. How to develop zeal and enthusiasm in Brahman life. It can be a big topic of discussion also. You can quickly say, because second Murli is about that. Each one of you quickly, one word only. Yes, Kumaran bhai.
Maybe Dharma is full stop.
Okay, good. So full stop drama. I'll just speak. Yes, Seema Bhen, one word.
Service.
Sorry?
Service.
Service. Service. Okay. Harpreet sister is saying faith. Yes, Nishchay. Anyone else? Madhu, Apurva, one.
By having courage.
Courage. Okay. Rakhi Ben, remember the early days. So remembrance. You mean to say bachpan ke din bhulana dena, right? Of coming in Gyan. Correct. When you came. Bhavna Ben, yes.
Remembering the Swarg or heaven and remembering all the features of Swarg.
Good point, yes. So we can remember the golden age and automatically we'll be enthusiast. Yes, enthused rather, sorry. Sandhya Behen, Amy Behen, or Sonia. One word to develop zeal and enthusiasm in Brahman life.
Compassion.
Compassion. Okay, good. Harpreet sister is saying happy in angelic form. Okay, so practicing the Farishta Swarup and being
Pure,
happy. Purity,
pure,
yes.
when you have pure, when you're pure, you have purity in your words, actions, thoughts, deeds, and connections. You are always in zeal and enthusiasm.
Right, so purity, complete purity of thought, word, action. And finally, Rakiben is saying sustenance. Yeah, so remembering your early days and sustenance.
Meera Baba.
Yes, Madhuben, yeah?
Meera Baba.
Mera Baba, yes. So it's my Baba, none else, no one else. And clean and clear. Yes, trusty. You all can go ahead. Bhavna and, yeah,
Innovation.
innovation. Okay, so what are you all telling? All these you all are telling is different values only, right? Trusty, ekagrata. Okay. So I think we had quite a bit of, I think almost everyone shared. I don't think anyone is left who's not shared. So the purpose of these Murli Manthans is that you all speak various
Manoj
points.
bhai, we have
Yeah,
Inder bhai who has not shared. So
yeah, I
Inder bhai, we
was,
would love to listen
yeah,
from you.
yeah. You can give us the closing comment of either of these Murlis. Hope you are not in Maun Vrat. Okay, so it's fine. If you don't want
So
to share that,
probably Inder bhai is still in the intoxication of he attending the
yeah,
last
that's
retreat that
fine.
he attended in the US.
Hmm. So shall we go in the meditation mode?
Yes, brother.
And again, I will not give you a running commentary. So try to get away from commentaries. Just have some lakshya when you do yoga. So what lakshya? So the best is from today's Murli. What do you feel you should be meditating on? Faith, Nishchay. So let us just pick because that was the topic which we have discussed at length. Okay, so I'll just share some music. So sit back, relax, and let's say that in Hindi. निश्चय करो कि मैं एक आत्मा हूँ. And once you start looking at yourself, that I am this beautiful, conscient soul, energy, then developing faith in the self becomes easier. The second faith after मैं कौन, मेरा कौन. Who do I belong to? And third, having faith in the eternal drama, the drama of life. Whatever happening is benevolent. Try to look at your life since you have been in knowledge and see what a nice 360-degree turn your life has taken. And now look at the fourth aspect, faith in the family. The Brahmin family, my close contacts. And ask yourself, how can I increase or develop faith in the family? Having found those answers, let me now stabilize myself on the seat of self-respect. Who am I? Again, ask yourself and see what answers come. The list of all the swamans, the points of self-respect emerge. As each point of self-respect you emerge inside your consciousness, see the feeling associated with that. Feel that feeling within. And finally, let me just thank Baba for everything, because he's made me realize my true worth and the purpose of my existence in life. Right, so thank you so much, and over to Rakhi Bhen or Amy Bhen.
Yeah, thank you so much, Manoj bhai. Thank you all of you for sharing your joining points. See you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Have a good day.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you, brother.
Om Shanti.